Doug Massey here, and today I'm going to share 5 reasons why you should absolutely be selling final expense insurance through the recession or potential recession. We'll see what happens, and not only prosper but end up being a top 10% earner. And before we get into it, if you'd like a copy of both the living will and last will and testament that you can give to everybody you sell, that's what I've always done, just stick around until the end of this video and I'll share both of these bad boys with you. And yes, a thumbs up would really be appreciated right now. And if you're a new viewer, please subscribe. We're putting out new insurance sales content and final expense sales training videos like all the time. As you probably know, final expense insurance isn't something that's designed for like rocket scientists and brain surgeons to both buy or sell. It's designed for people on a low income who are financially, well, usually just getting by, and that are just concerned about leaving their family stuck with their funeral bill and final expenses. You know, that's the last thing they want to do. With that being said, reason number 1, the market that we sell to is the easiest to sell to. A lot of these folks have multiple health conditions and tend to feel lucky that, well, I would say that it's maybe not too late for them to get the insurance, even though they've been procrastinating, but they absolutely know they gotta have it. So this really makes it a lot easier than your typical sale. Number 2, leads are easy to obtain and you can get exclusive leads cheap. I mean, think about it. If you want to get decent term life insurance leads, for example, you could easily spend over $50 per lead. For final expense leads, our agency is averaging right around $15 per set appointment. These are people that actually want to speak with you. Think about it. You're not just getting a lead for $15. You're getting an appointment to speak with someone who not only set the appointment themselves, but expects a call from you to get a quote for affordable life insurance. Reason number 3, our industry is truly recession proof. Now, here's the thing. If this glooming, like oncoming potential recession thing that everyone's talking about actually does happen, you're going to be selling a product to people who will either not be affected or barely be affected, because most of our fixed income seniors are living off of Social Security. And it's not like they're worried about losing their job at Bank of America or Amazon or whatever. Most of them don't work, and the ones that do keep employment and or have a job generally work like these small paying, like easy money odd jobs. Delivering pizza, making sandwiches, mowing lawns, whatever part-time gig that they can get. Generally the type of job where even if they were to lose employment, they can usually pick something up that pays relatively the same, you know, somewhere around the area. Number 4, the right people, the right agent. You know, we're talking someone with a really strong work ethic can make a lot of money selling final expense insurance. Now, I'm not talking like $50,000 or $60,000 per year. We're talking like $200,000, $300,000 plus per year, with a lot of TV leads and or calendar appointments every single day. As long as you're not, well, a lazy slacker, there honestly is like no reason that I can think of that you can't figure out a way to work yourself into a 6-figure income selling final expense insurance. The way the commission pay structure is, when your commissions are around, I want to say 100 to maybe 110%, and you're paying an average of that $15 per appointment, you can literally buy your way into earning a lot of money. Like a lot more than most. Like, just throw money at the problem of not having enough people to speak with, and voila, problem solved. And guys, we think the sustainability for final expense sales has a very, very bright outlook for the future. Back when we started United Final Expense Services, I believe that we were pretty much on top of what we were doing technology-wise and made sure to have, access to the best leads available. And I also think that we've done everything possible to not only stay on top of the industry as it's grown and changed, but I believe what we're doing today is at the forefront and is leading the industry. Personally, I don't believe in mass recruiting, so it's not like, we're gonna saturate the industry. And believe it or not, over the past year, we've actually seen a slight drop in lead cost averages. That's not normal, guys, and it does show, well, basically how we're only getting better with the technology. Meanwhile, our competition is raising costs for leads, our agents are getting paid higher commissions, and paying less for leads. Completely the opposite of what the competition's doing. Now let's talk about even bigger money on top of more money. Once you have your final expense client, you can easily cross-sell them compliantly to Medicare insurance, which goes right into number 5. By selling final expense insurance, you're creating a book of business of people that you can call up and sell an insurance product that pays over $3,000 per client throughout a 10-year period. That's the bigger money, and with Medicare Advantage insurance sales, we're talking like lifetime renewals. And even with the younger people, you've still got ACA, the Affordable Care Act. Now you tell me, how hard is it to sell free health insurance to the same final expense client who already trusted you once and is, totally comfortable with you? Guys, it's like taking candy from a baby, only nobody's gonna be crying. In all seriousness, something I heard at my very first insurance convention has actually stuck with me the whole time. Well, actually there's 2 different things. One speaker made a statement, and I'm gonna paraphrase here. If you're living in the United States and for some reason you're not earning at least a 6-figure income, that's kind of like walking into a grocery store only to sit on a bench and die of starvation. Oh, I really love that one. Another guy said something else at a convention that was pretty strong too. And again, paraphrasing here. When you've got the right type of lead program to sell life insurance with, it's just like having a money printing machine in your back room. You plug it in, you fill it up with paper and ink and toner, turn that sucker on and print away. There is no reason for you to struggle if there is a recession. Our clients, seniors, in most cases, must have insurance, and if you're hooked up with the right people that have a strong, proven sales platform, you could easily retire as a top 10% earner. Bust your hump, work hard, really hard, sacrifice pretty much everything for a few very short years, and one day you're gonna never have to sacrifice anything ever again. For a copy of the Last Will and Testament, along with the Living Will that I mentioned earlier in the video, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. If you'd like more information on selling final expense insurance through our remote top producer calendar appointment platform, that's a lot. Just shoot me an email at that same address. Remember, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now get out there or get on that headset. Whatever you do, make sure to do something good for someone today. Happy hunting.